Hi there, Jo here, and I hope that whilst you're watching this video, I hope that all your family and your friends are safe and well. And thank you for everybody that subscribed to this channel. Teachers and so many schools and organisations are recommending it to students as well, so thank you very much. If you can do me a favour today, and that's to share this video with maybe a friend that worries you, because it's really tough when we have friends that we worry about and at the moment we can't see them, albeit virtually, but we can't actually be with them. So maybe send them this video just to let them know that you're thinking of them, that you wish that you could see them, that I'm sure of, and that just maybe if this channel could help them. It might not, and that's totally fine, but at least it's just something for you to kind of consider. So today I'm going to talk about brain theory. I said to you that I was going to do that in a really brief video, because I've got to get these videos shorter. I'm well aware of that. So first of all, ask yourself, how am I? Ask yourself, how am I? And then do that quick scan, head to toe, of literally, if you're holding any tension, where you're going to be feeling it. Because that's really important that you become aware, that self-awareness of where you're feeling it. I'm so sorry of any background noise. I'm at home, it's lockdown, we're working with the best that we can. At least you know that I'm just in exactly the same position as you. A big up to all the key workers, and for us doing our job, like I said last time, of staying at home. So we're doing exactly what we need to do. And we're a day closer to getting back to normality than we were before. So that's a really good thing. So, brain theory. This is literally introducing 3 parts of your brain. That is with regards to the fight, flight and freeze. So they're known as the 3 Fs, and it's known as survival kind of reaction that we have. And the survival reaction that we have is if there's any given situation that's going to stress us out, that's going to make us worry, that makes us think, what if? And normally when we do what if, we also kind of go with picturing it as well. So by picturing it just makes it so much worse. So when that's happening, there's a part of our brain that's going off, which is called the amygdala. It's like a threat detector. And the amygdala is also known as like a cheeky chimp, because this cheeky chimp can just go off and just make our mind so hectic, make our body have these reactions to stress, pounding heart, dry throat, tummy with butterflies. So this is so powerful, this amygdala, because this is what makes us react to stress and worry. And whilst we have this going off, there's a different part of our brain called the prefrontal cortex, which is represented by the wise owl, because whilst our chimp is going off, this wise owl doesn't have the ability to think clearly, doesn't have the ability to be rational and to try and think of making the best choice, because this one's going off too much. And the hardest thing is when this is going off, this just flies away. So this prefrontal cortex isn't necessarily working in its best possible way, purely because it is literally just, taking a note of this. You've also got a different part of your brain called the hippocampus. And the hippocampus is represented, and I've got to love my puppets, guys, because they're so much easier to explain. The hippocampus is represented by an elephant, because the elephant, or supposedly an elephant, never forgets. So, bear with me here. When this is going off and feeling frightened, feeling scared, teary, this one is going to remind it of when it felt like this before. So, for example, I don't know, there's a lot of young people out there that have a fear of being sick. So this one is going to be sick, I feel sick, I feel sick, I feel sick. And then this one might actually go, oh yeah, and do you remember that time that you were sick? And this one almost feeds this, which doesn't help. This does have the ability, though, the hippocampus does have the ability to be able to say, oh, do you remember that I don't know, freshly cut grass? Oh yeah, that reminds me of going to the park or something like that. So this can have an ability, a chance to help us out. But sometimes when it comes to that chimp part of our brain, that amygdala, it just doesn't help. And what we need to do, and this sounds a lot easier said than done, and I'm well aware of that, is that we need to find out what are our chimp triggers. What are our triggers that, get that part of our brain into being in fear, I suppose. And if we can learn what our triggers are, and this is what I'd like you to do today, is to just think about what it is that freaks you out. Is it when you have too much schoolwork to do? Is it when you find yourself bored? That our brain just starts to think, oh my gosh, what is this? What is that? What is that? And I think for some people that's why staying busy is so important, because that almost helps us to distract ourselves and maybe to distract that amygdala going off. So yeah, let's find out what your triggers are. So just ask yourself, what is it that stresses you out? What is it that stresses you out? Because once we get this in control is when we feel as if a situation is going to happen or something like that, then we can think to ourselves, no, hang on, and we can almost think to ourselves that, I'm safe, I'm well, and just almost remind ourselves, because this cannot be helpful. With my little ones, I call it the cheeky chimp, because it just doesn't help us. What I will do is I'll talk about breathing another week, because these parts of our brain are, caveman days, and deep breathing is something that, we all have the ability to do whenever we need to do it. It's just that sometimes it's what we forget to do. And if you're somebody that suffers with panic attacks, taking in too much oxygen just doesn't help, and that can obviously bring on a panic attack. So yeah, there's the puppets. I did say to you that I was going to do it. I also said to you that I was going to share a picture with you of me at school. Now, this is old. In fairness, the skirt was quite short. Sorry, teachers. I managed to make it head girl when I was at school. Yeah, I turned my life around a little bit when I was younger. Trained, by the way. I'm going to cover up the other people's faces purely because, not that I see them, but you never know. Here I am. My mum allowed me to have this fringe that was like from up here to down there and like so thick. I just said I'd cover up those people's faces and I've just showed you. So a couple of suggestions that I'd like to give to you this week is a charity called YoungMinds. They are brilliant with resources online. They've also got a parents helpline. So if you've got parents or carers that are wanting additional information on mental health in children and young people, then I totally recommend that helpline. It's brilliant. There's an app out there that I'd like you to consider or at least look into, and it's called Calm Harm. That's free, I hope. It was. And that's a really good kind of resource that you can use. So I'm going to leave it there because I'm trying to keep these videos shorter, and I'm going to do that relaxation with you guys now. So if it's for you, then carry on. If it's not, then I will see you next week. Bearing in mind that if these relaxation videos don't work for you, that's fine, but don't forget that there's plenty of other ones out there. So, give them a go, because it doesn't hurt. So I'm going to read to you one of my favourite ones. I think it's because I like my bed so much. I love sleep. And whilst we're off, don't forget that it's still really important that you know, just look after yourselves, okay? And make sure that you're not going to bed way too late. Because then the only thing that's really happening then is that you're getting up really late. So yeah. Anyway, enough of me talking now. I'm going to do this relaxation with you now. So, okay. So this is called the pile of mattresses. So close your eyes, be very still, and imagine that you are lying on a bed made of 20 mattresses. The bed is so high you had to climb a ladder to get to the top. The mattresses are made of the softest duck and goose feathers, and each mattress is so colourful with its own unique and pretty design. You are ready for bed. You are feeling calm. And as you lay in between the smoothest silky sheets, you allow yourself to relax on the softest bed in the world, smelling the wonderful aroma of freshly washed sheets. Enjoy the feeling of your body sinking into the soft, feathery mattresses. All of your muscles feel completely relaxed. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, allow your muscles to relax even more into the softness of the bed. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Feel yourself go deeper and deeper into relaxation. Allow yourself to stay very still. Allow yourself to relax, allowing each muscle in your body to relax gently into the mattress. And when you're ready, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, have a big stretch, open your eyes and say, I am calm, I am calm. So how was that? I hope that was okay. I love one of those. I have somebody that wants to say hello.
Hello again.
Hello again. Anyway, I'm going to go. I'm going to leave you. Have a good day, and I will see you next week. Take care. Bye. This is lockdown, as you can tell. Really am improvising, being at home, just like you guys. Take care. Bye.